Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Replay Theater. Martin Riggs here, and today we've got a battle in the North Carolina brought to us by Robloxian Plays 1. So looks like we're going to be top tier in this one. For those of you that are new to the Replay Theater series, what I'm going to be doing here is just basically doing a bit of replay analysis. This is the first time that I've seen the video. I don't watch them beforehand, and what I kind of want to provide here is a little bit of sort of in-the-moment decision-making analysis. And you're all very welcome to send me your replays. I'll have a link for my email address that you can send me your replays in the description below, should you like to. It doesn't matter if it's a great replay, if it's a terrible replay. Please feel free to send them to me, and you might get featured in one of our YouTube videos here. So the North Carolina is a Tier 8 American battleship. It represents a very significant departure for the U.S. Tech Tree battleship line, because the prior ships, the New Mexico, the Colorado, are very slow, sort of dreadnought-style battleships, very cumbersome. The North Carolina, however, it is a new type of battleship. It's a new and improved version, which represents a significant leap in technology. And so it's a lot faster, a lot stealthier, and the gun system is also quite good on it as well. So it's definitely a big departure, really, from what players have been experiencing with the Colorado and with the New Mexico. You're going to have that speed, that improved detection. And for those of you that have played the Colorado, it is a welcome relief, because that thing is slow. One thing I noticed here right away is Robloxian is using premium consumables. I always like to see that. Premium consumables basically pay for themselves. They're going to improve your performance in battle, which is going to improve your credit earnings, going to improve your XP earnings. Always a good thing. Looks like that Amalfi was able to turn out of the way. There is a CV in this game here. There's an enemy Kaga. We'll see if that comes into play here. And there are 2 destroyers. That shot looked to be a little bit high there. Robloxian might be thinking they're going to turn out, but they're staying straight. This will probably land high. Oh, actually, not too bad, just a tad late. The Amalfi's a very fast cruiser. At the distance right there. Ooh, this Leander is in a dicey spot here. I'd like to see Robloxian pop the spotter plane here to make this shot easier. Give him a better view. Because if you're going to stealth fire, the spotter plane is your best friend. It gives you a nice little elevated view to be able to see where the shells are coming from. Gives you a more accurate picture, so maybe a missed opportunity there. And it looks like Robloxian's going to try and make this turn. This is a bit dicey. Going to be showing a little bit of broadside here to the Massachusetts for a minute. Although the Massachusetts has just fired. Looks like at the Roma, potentially. Nice hit there on the Massachusetts. 4 pens. Robloxian's doing a nice job of angling away as well, so any return fire would not be nearly as effective. The Massachusetts still looks fairly broadside, though. And is he going to sneak behind this island? Looks like the shots will get over. Excellent. So you have the floaty shells. They're high arc shells on the North Carolina and all the American battleships, for that matter. So you can pull off shots like that where you can actually lob it over islands that other battleships or other ships in general might not be able to do. Would have liked to have seen these front guns get into the action a little bit sooner. Looks like a pretty good shot here. Massachusetts is taking some torpedoes. Looks good. And it gets the kill. Very nice. Always good to take out a fellow Tier 8 battleship there. He's got the Bismarck he's going to take a shot at. Let's see, where are those destroyers? You always want to take a look and see where those destroyers are. I see one destroyer up at like D10 where they were last spotted. The Z-23 is down around the 2 line there. So not a lot of threat from the destroyers. I'd kind of like to see Robloxian turn back around here and start to engage the Leander, maybe the Amalfi. Right now, they're in a spot where they're not able to contribute damage with their guns. And I'd like to see them kind of try and defend A a little bit more, defend C. Pop in the spotter plane now. I don't think that shot's going to get over that island. It's a big island there. It's a mountain, rather. It's kind of a long chunk of time here where we haven't seen those guns go off. Anytime you're in a battleship, you always want to try and make sure that you're firing your guns as consistently as possible. And one of the reasons I want to bring this up is there's a pretty even distribution of enemy ships and allied ships over here. This looks to be a pretty good shot here. I like where Robloxian fired that. That should be probably a kill unless they get unlucky. But with the push that's going on over at A, I'd really like to see them supporting that side as opposed to taking the time to have come over here. There's that Leander peeking around. Should have a shot at the Leander, especially with the spotter plane up. Ooh, this could be good. This could be good. We'll see. Oh, just a little high. Unfortunate. Gonna get another shot at him, though. This Leander's been a bit too aggressive. Let's see if Robloxian can knock him out here. That looks pretty good. Nice. Alright, there's the Leander taken care of. Well done there. Now we're kind of in a tough spot here. We've run ourselves aground. That Perth is very low, and the Kiev's going to take care of them, so that's good. So let's take a quick stock of our situation here. We've got a couple of Bismarcks over at A. And I'd really like to see Robloxian push that way. There's a Queen Elizabeth and a Baltimore up kind of by the, in between B and D there. Possible that the Baltimore might be going middle. I doubt it. But right now, I'd like to see these guns focused on the Bismarck. We got some Bismarck sailing broadside over there, and Robloxian's not looking at them at all right now. I feel like that's a missed opportunity, because right now we're not firing the guns, and that's what you want to be trying to do in a battleship. You got a lot of hit points, you got your good armor. Try and use those guns as much as possible. Now it looks like we've decided we're going to shoot the Bismarck. This is good. Pretty much even on points right now as well. Again, I'd like to see this focus on the Bismarcks. You got a broadside Bismarck or an angled Baltimore going away from you. I think you want to be shooting the Bismarcks. This group down south of A is probably a bigger threat, in my opinion. I think this Baltimore is just kind of being a distraction here. Alright, looks like Robloxian's going to start committing towards fighting these Bismarcks. This is good. I want to try and stay angled as well. Don't want to get too close. Take a shot at the Amalfi. They are turning broadside. That might be effective. At this range, though, I don't know if this is necessarily the best shot, but looks pretty good. Come on, get there. Oh, just short. The Amalfi saw it coming. Still trying to shoot the Amalfi. Now, with the long flight time of the American shells, this is a very tough shot to hit. This one looks pretty good, though. Ooh, just one overpen. A bit unlucky there. I think the Bismarcks are a bigger threat, though. I'd like to see him focusing a little bit more. But now that we're getting closer to the Amalfi, this is when I'd like to see shots of the Amalfi, so we'll see if this pays off in the long run here. Taking some fire here from the Amalfi as well. They look to be pretty stationary. I think we're blocking fire that went a bit too soon. You could see that they were starting to accelerate and turn in. Sometimes you want to take a moment, let the ship commit to a maneuver, and then you know where you can fire and actually have a good shot at hitting them.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
So they're going to be broadside again. It looks like they're turning in. I think Rabloxian's gotten themselves in a tough spot here. They're going to run aground, potentially. This looks to be a good shot here. A bit unlucky there. That Bismarck has actually disappeared in the smoke screen, and they're just going to go firing secondaries, looks like. There they are. Not sure why Rabloxian's not firing their guns right there. There's a good shot here at the Amalfi. Oh, they've probably way too much lead there. Oh, they're going to coast into it. Oh, just a little too much lead there, I think.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I'd like to see this rear gun firing at the Bismarck as well. The rear gun wouldn't have an angle. Bit unlucky with the dispersion there. The Vlad's going to take care of that guy. The Amalfi's down. Looks to be good. Hitting that upper belt area is where you want to get the Bismarck or any of the other German battleships as well. See that back gun get in the action here. That dispersion looks a little wonky. Yeah, and ends up missing completely. That was a bit unfortunate. Good salvo from the front guns here. Could be the end of the Bismarck, though. Ooh, it's taking another hit as well. This should be a kill shot here. Very nice. And there's the Baltimore back there. Still got the points lead. Team is losing A, though, or capping A, excuse me. But we have lost B. Is it B? No, it's D. I'm sorry. Excuse me. We've lost D with the Queen Elizabeth and the Baltimore left. Yeah, the Baltimore's going to turn in. I think those are going to land high. Yep. Just off to the side there, a little high. I'd like to see them be a little bit more patient on these shots. They're rushing some of these shots. I want to see them fire more often, but at the same time, I want to see just a little bit of more time taken to line up these shots. Make a ship commit to a maneuver. A little bit of damage there on the Queen Elizabeth. Not too shabby. Got the Kaga coming in. Like we're blocking, slamming on the brakes. Oh, gonna miss it. Very nice dodge there. Good job. Need to start accelerating and continue this turn if they want to survive. I think shooting at the Kaga here is a mistake. You're not going to one-shot the Kaga, most likely. You need to put down these surface ships here. As annoying as the carrier is to have to deal with. I think that was a missed opportunity there. You want to continue to put pressure on the Queen Elizabeth and the Baltimore as best you can. So it looks like the Bayern is shooting at the Queen Elizabeth.
Problem solved, sir.
I think that Baltimore is backing up, so those are going to land short, maybe? Yeah, those are going to land short. I would like to see all those guns firing at the Queen Elizabeth. The North Carolina should be able to overmatch the Queen Elizabeth's bow armor, so helping the Bayern kill the Queen Elizabeth, I think, would be the ideal course of action here. I don't think Rebloxing realized they were reversing there. Those are going to be short and off to the right, unfortunately. So you can take a look at their smoke stacks. You can see which way the smoke is going. If the smoke is going behind the ship, it means they're moving forward. If it's going, if it's blowing in the direction in front of the ship, then it's reversing. And it looks like the Queen Elizabeth is still reversing here. Might be too much lead in the other direction. Got one over pen. Doing a nice job angling here, though. Got the torpedoes coming in. This is going to be a problem. I haven't seen a lot of fighter cover from the Lexington, unfortunately. Torps coming in. Oh, heal. Nice. Just hanging in there. Oh, 381 left. Is the Kiev going to take him? Oh, nice. Good job by the Kiev there. Oh, I think that's going to be the end. Kind of a tough spot there. A lot of different things going on. Without a doubt. Trying to angle to the Baltimore and the Queen Elizabeth, and then also the Kaga attacking, but the Kiev's in a good spot down there. So all in all, a pretty decent battle here. Couple things that I'd like to highlight is trying to position yourself in places where you can fire your guns more often. There was a period of time where we were kind of drifting between A and D, and we were not able to fire the guns for quite a while. So I'd like to see a little bit more more positioning with a focus on trying to keep your guns in the game. That would be an opportunity, I think, for improvement there. And also, just taking an extra moment lining up shots. I noticed that there was a couple times where a few shots were fired very quickly. And if we wait just a second longer, and this is for all players, if you wait just a moment when you're lining up, especially for battleships, because your reload is so long, if you wait just a moment, it gives you the opportunity to see what a ship is going to do, and you can line up better shots. So I can't stress that enough. Just a little bit more patience on the shots. I think that's something that I've tried to incorporate into my game as well. I feel like it's paid pretty good dividends. And we got a good points lead here. I think we're going to win on points, it looks like. Got 30 seconds left. I don't think they're going to be able to kill Lexington. So I think this is going to be a W. But all in all, a good game. I would say just a little bit more patience on the shots and positioning where you're able to fire more frequently. So I know it's kind of conflicting things, right? Shoot more often, but take more time shooting. But I think those things will actually hopefully be helpful. As always, that is the goal here. whenever we're doing the replay theater is to try and highlight some things for opportunities for improvement, highlight some things that were done well. I did like how Robloxian pushed towards those Bismarcks and the Amalfi later on in the game. I actually would have liked to have seen it sooner, but I did like that push, putting some pressure on the enemy. And all in all, very good game. If you'd like to send me your replays, get some replay analysis, please feel free. I'll have my email link in the description below. And also our Twitch channel link is down there as well if you'd like to check out some live gameplay. Thank you, Robloxian, for sending this in. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.